Hi Aquarius, I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of December 2020. And I do want to take this moment to, of course, express my gratitude and appreciation for all of your likes and comments and subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. And I meditated on your overall energy for the month before beginning this reading for the subject, of course. And the message that came through was a bright future. A bright future, my friend. So let's get started. Let's first pull a message or two from the Soul's Journey deck. What do we have for Aquarius to begin this monthly money and career reading for December 2020? Keep them coming for our lovely Aquarians, Aquariuses, however you want to say it. All right, got 4, that'll be good. First one out, we have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It feels like you've been stressing yourself out recently about whether things will change or not, or how successful your future is going to be, how bright your future is going to be. And with the overall message of a bright future, you have absolutely nothing to worry about, my friend. And just remember, it's a good reminder that you stressing and worrying and being over concerned about how things are going to unravel is not going to change anything. It's just going to make your mental state and even physical state less ideal. Something to keep in mind. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. It feels like it's going to be a month where you will be doing just a little bit better, or you'll be reminded in one way, shape, or form to release that need to control every detail, kind of loosen that grip a bit and allow for things to just happen the way they should, knowing that you do have abundance ahead of you, you do have lots of great opportunities coming your way, but trying to tighten your grip and control every little detail and outcome when it comes to your career and your finances it's not going to leave that flow, that breathing room for the universe to and spirit to assist and bring in new opportunities, new forms of abundance, if you will. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. You've been through a lot, Aquarius. You've been thrown a lot of obstacles to overcome recently and in the past in general, when it comes to your career. And, maybe you struggled financially as well on top of it all. And Spirit in the universe that says that's not going unnoticed, and that's why you have such a bright future ahead of you. Well, one of the many reasons. But just know that it's noticed, it's even admired, even by people in your life, maybe even people in your work environment that you don't fully realize. And it's made you a stronger, wiser individual. So you can then take the best advantage of this bright future you have ahead of you. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I mean, this is a great card to have pop out in a money and career read. You have nothing but success ahead of you. And part of the reason you were drawn or guided to this video today is definitely to prevent you from doubting yourself and doubting the success, because you can just as easily manifest this success in the opposite direction. You can manifest, that doubt and that fear in place of it. And why would you want to do that, right? When clearly success is written in the stars for you, my friend. Let's continue by pulling 6 tarot cards. A simple 6-card spread, if you will. Some shuffling first. One more shuffle. I realized I forgot to put on my crystal necklace that helps me connect with spirit. All right, so what do we have for Aquarius to continue this money and career read for December? Thank you, Spirit. shift these on over a little bit, make some room. What else do we have for Aquarius? Thank you, Spirit. Keep them coming. Oh, and in case you're new to this channel, I do typically take jumper cards or flyer cards and occasionally from the bottom and top of the deck. And also excuse any noise in the background. I am traveling and there is a bit of noise in this area. All right, we got 3. Let's pull the last 3 from the top. Interesting. I don't want that upright. Okay, some hefty energy. And 6 of Wands, I feel like you, at the bottom of the deck, you will be noticed and appreciated and kind of get that recognition that you've been longing for. It may feel like all eyes are on you this month, even if you don't want them to be. We're gonna take that. Alrighty, so we're starting off with the 6 of Swords. It's interesting because this was in reverse when it first came out, and Spirit was kind of going back and forth, like leave it in reverse, okay, no. And then they decided to put it, you know, upright. And I feel like you start off the month, or you have been, you know, hesitant to walk away from a situation when it comes to your career that isn't working for you anymore, that feels like it's dragging you down, lowering your vibration, or making it harder to advance. It may feel like a dead end, or it may just feel like you don't fit in as well as you should in a work environment. And it's side by side with this Success card, but I feel like you eventually will decide to up and leave. You'll decide that it's time to move on to something better, something brighter, something that has more growth within it. A chance for you to move up, or a chance for you to become something more than just plateauing. And it's side by side with the Success card, and I feel like you're eventually going to decide, and it may be the beginning of the month when you sort of initiate that thought, where something makes you, and you might get that push from the universe and Spirit to simply leave whatever it is that we're talking about behind, because it's gonna be different for all of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's a job and moving towards this success. And then 5 of Swords to move right along to the second card. And it feels like you enter the middle, or you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, and something or somebody is giving you a headache when it comes to your career. For some of you, it's somebody nagging you about your finances, who really should just, in my opinion, keep their mouth shut. But for some of you, it has to do with, I feel like the majority of you, it's somebody in your work environment or a multitude of people making it harder for you to do your work, making, you know, just simply giving you a headache. You can see this crow representing that person or group of people. And they're saying it's going to be time for you to fly away, but you're only going to do it when you feel ready. It's about accepting that you have nothing but victory ahead of you, and success, and a bright future, like the overall message says. Because, you know, at the end of the day, why would you want to keep a situation or a group of people in your life, in your career situation, that gives you a headache? When, you know, you were drawn to this video to be reminded that there's a situation out there that is much healthier. 4 of Swords. So you finish off the first half of the month feeling a bit burnt out, feeling like you just need to rest, feeling like, you know, after having this headache and, you know, thinking about how this situation isn't ideal, you simply just want to take a step back, a very hermit kind of energy. Not really feeling like socializing either, because, you know, when you do interact with people in your work environment, I feel it doesn't typically go well, or it just gives you, once again, a headache, or just stresses you out. And I mean, I feel like a lot of you do spend a good amount of time wrapped up in this job, this career. The 6 of Pentacles to move right along to the second half of the spread and month. And, you know, it feels like a bit of a rocky first half of the month, to be completely honest, with this energy we're picking up on, minus the Four of Swords part, where you're just simply resting and doing what's right for you. But you enter the second half and spirit and the universe sees that you need a little pick-me-up, something to kind of help you realize or remember that you have this bright future ahead of you, that there is a lot to look forward to, and that this isn't the end of the road. Plateauing is once again not part of your wonderful future. And so they come through with some form of abundance, whether it's a little windfall, maybe it's a new opportunity for a job, so keep your eyes peeled. Of course, use your intuition, trust that gut feeling when it comes to whatever opportunities come your way. Or it could be simply a new connection with somebody that can help you advance in one way, shape, or form when it comes to your career. Or, they can connect you to a new job, a new career in general. And it is going to uplift you, and it's going to sort of change your mindset on things, your way of viewing. I'm seeing the hangman in my mind's eye. You kind of needing to take a step back and adjust your perspective and realize once again that there is more ahead of you than what you should be leaving, because it's aligned with the Six of Swords, and we have 2 6s, 66, my friend. I would recommend looking up that angel number meaning. But it just reminds you that when you decide to move away from, whatever it is that's bothering you or not ideal or just simply stressing you out, what feels like a dead end once again, you're walking towards just a ton of abundance, more opportunities, more just financial comfort in general. And then we have the Judgment card to move right along. So the middle of the second half of the month arrives, and it feels like you start to go through a bit of awakening. You start to get more in touch with your higher self and what you actually want out of your career, what you actually want to achieve when it comes to your finances. And I feel like this is very much a result of this reminder of your bright future, and you taking a step back and reviewing things and kind of adjusting your perspective, realizing that you deserve so much more, so much more. Don't doubt that for a second, and it just feels like it's also now coming through as you sort of letting go of an old you, that would have accepted such a position or job or career situation that's not meant for you. That's what feels like it's very toxic, honestly. And it's aligned with this Five of Swords, and it's just like, and it's interesting that when aligned like this, it's like you're letting go of whatever, was giving you a headache, whatever's been stressing you out, and it maybe feels like you've also been bottling up and holding in a lot of this, these feelings and resentment towards people and this situation, this job in general. And you're simply doing what you need to do at this point in the month to release that, so you can feel lighter and brighter and ready to move forward with something better, or to move forward and be able to handle situations better. And we're finishing off this 6-card spread in the month with the Eight of Swords. And it feels like you end the month off doing some solid reflection, looking in the mirror and asking yourself, why have I dealt with this up until now? Why have I settled? Why do I allow people to walk all over me at work, or accepting less than I deserve is what I'm hearing. And you can see in this imagery, she's looking in the mirror and noticing that you have settled for something that's making you feel trapped or restricted, and you haven't been able to see what you deserve or what's ahead of you. And once again, it's a very, very bright future. But how do you expect for that bright future to come into fruition, to become a reality, if you keep holding on so tightly and you don't surrender to the process, to spirit and the universe, and allow for something new and healthier to come in? It's aligned with the Four of Swords, and I do feel like it's a very similar feeling where you are, again, feeling burnt out, but more reflective, reminding you that you also do need to rest more often. Allow yourself to take a step back and not feel like a wounded warrior all the time. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself at the end of the day. Let's continue by pulling a message or two from the Energy Oracle deck. It's a very heavy reading for Aquarius to continue this money and career read for December. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for Aquarius. Okay, I think we got them here. First up, door to personal healing and happiness. It just feels like you are given this opportunity in December, before this new year starts, which feels like a huge new chapter for you, full of lots of opportunities and abundance, to simply take this month to walk through the door, to accept that you have a lot of healing to do from what you've been through, to accept that you deserve more happiness, more peace, more contentment than you've been allowing in your life. And then we have the yin/yang card. And it feels like you do desire some more balance in your life. And you're going to get just that, but you have to do some adjusting first. You need to accept that some things, some situations, some people still need to go. And I do feel like you're open to it, but it's about, again, loosening that grip and doing some inner work. And, definitely meditate in December and allow yourself to balance yourself internally, externally, just in general. You'll thank yourself. And then walking away. Absolutely. Allowing yourself to walk away from what no longer works for you, what no longer serves you and is no longer aligned with you. Admitting that something isn't healthy and isn't working for you and isn't going where it needs to. So simply, out of respect for yourself, say goodbye. Let's finish off by pulling a message or two from the Making Magic deck. What do we have for Aquarius? I just want those two. We have Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. You're going to be assisted and guided on so many levels this month, because I feel like your guides realize that you may need this assistance at this time, this guidance. They're nudging you in this right direction, what feels like a huge divine detour in a better direction, in a brighter direction. Protection, strong protective magic for the family and the home. If you're feeling a bit nervous or questioning this redirecting, this detour, if you will, maybe starting over in a career, like starting a new career, just realize you're protected, that things will fall into place. But you have to do what's right for you at the end of the day so you can move towards this bright future of yours. So with that said and done, once again, I more than appreciate all of your likes and comments, subscriptions, and I hope this reading was truly helpful. More importantly, I hope you have the most amazing month, and I will see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.